Hi guys, Mark here. We're live on site in Germany, and today we're going to be scanning a particular area right behind us. What makes this area of interest is it was along a road that, if you look behind me, there's a castle from medieval times. So this was a pathway that was used by people traveling back and forth to the castle. So we feel like we may have some really good targets here. The main objective is to show you how to use the eXp 5500, why we like it so much, and to show it in use here in the field. So let's go. So I've got the controller here. I've got the super sensor with the PentaSense extenders here. You can see what's really great about this is not only do I have one super sensor, now I have 5 super sensors on an 8-inch center line. That means with one pass, we're getting 5 readings. That makes short work of a relatively big field. So what we've done is I've already attached the sensor rod, the extender here, so that we've got the super sensors away from our body. We've got the cable that connects the controller to the sensors, and we're ready to roll. So we've got everything set up. I'm going to turn the controller on, which basically you flip the screen down. Your controller on button is here. You can see it flashing, which means it's charged up. And now the system is booting up. So we'll go through the control screens that you have for, we're going to do a 3D ground scan in this area. And here, so you see 3D ground scan is available. We'll just walk through some of the other things. The magnetometer is available. The VLF is not available because we don't have the VLF pentacoil attached. File Explorer, we'll show you that in a little bit. Your settings, this is important if you want to change the language or change the units from meters to feet. That's where you'll go into the settings and change those. Let's check that. So we've got the control unit. This is all of our information on that. Here we have our regional preferences. So English, yes. The clock, 24-hour, I'm okay with that. Meters, no. We're going to feet. So now we've got the feet. We've got the time is set in the 24-hour mode, so it's 2:14, so that shows up as 14:14. Let's check the calendar, 8:27. That is correct. And so now we're ready to go. So we've got a relatively small field here, scan field. That's basically to show you how to operate it. A bigger field is exactly the same. You just have longer to walk. So we're gonna go through and do a scan here. This is 4 meters by 4 meters. So it's a relatively small scan area. And with this, we'll make 3 passes with the eXp 5500. So here we go. I'm going to go in and set up my 3D ground scan. So I choose 3D ground scan. This is parallel. If you wanted to do zigzag, you would hit this again here. And so that's your zigzag, but here I'm going to do parallel. Since it's a flat field, I'm going to go with automatic mode. The lights are on, and when I hit this play button, the scan starts. So you want to make sure you get in position, and now we're ready to start. So I'm going to get the device steadied up. In this direction, I'm going from north to south, and I have the sensor set up, and I'm going to start. And so that's the end of the first scan. So for the second scan, I move over so that I'm lined up with the edge of the first scan. And you can either press the arrow or you can press the button. This time I'm going to press the button. Okay, scan 2 complete. line 2 complete. And I can already see on the screen that we have an anomaly at the upper right hand corner of this. So now I'm going to move over to scan line 3, which is about here, and I'll press the button to start. Okay, and now we'll do the last scan line, 4. And that's an interesting point too. The control screen shows you exactly which scan line you're on every time, so that you know 1, 2, 3, 4. You can look at the screen and see exactly. When you're doing 4, it's not that big a deal. If you've got a larger area and you've got 15 scan lines, it's important to know the difference between scan line 11 or scan line 12. So here we go. Okay, now we've got the 4 scan lines done. We'll come over here in the shade, put our sensor down, and you can see this is what we've got so far. So I'm going to end the scan line, and so it's 4 meters by 4 meters. So we're looking at about, what is that, 13 feet by 13 feet. Check mark. And now we've rendered the controller has rendered the area, and looking at this, that's a potential target there, and that is a potential target there. So this is scan 1. We're going to now do our control scan and see if those really are targets. Back to ground scan. Parallel is set, automatic is set, the light and the speaker is on. I'm going to tuck my cable in, pick the PentaSense sensor up, and start my control scan. Control scan complete. We want to save it. We've got the same 13 feet, and I know my observant viewers out there will notice that I did 5 scan lines that time, and you're right. And we don't expect to see a big difference, and we don't see a big difference. This area up here still has potential. This one, not as much, but I definitely see something on the edge. And that's going to happen to you in the field quite often too, where you start out with one scan field. Whenever you have targets on the perimeter, you want to move your scan field over to see what you can do to scan it again. The objective is to bring those targets on the perimeter to have them fully enclosed in your scan field. So that's what we're going to do next.